The last time Arsenal won the Premier League game at the St James Park was 2 years ago, and we all know going to the St James Park is never easy, and Arsenal always find it difficult to win at the St James Park. In a week, Liverpool, Chelsea, Man United all lost their games and dropped points. Arsenal had to take advantage of this opportunity to close the gap on Liverpool. In this game against Newcastle United, Mikel Arteta made some couple of changes, but the one that stood out was dropping Mikel Merino for Eze. Mikel Arteta has been criticized for playing a Zubimendi, Declan Rice, Mikel Merino midfield, and most people say it's sort of rigid, it's not really flexible. Those three don't really create enough, and in this game he made that change to bring in Eze in order to help in that chance creation. So let's talk about the first half of this game. In the first half of this game, Arsenal had 9 shots with 4 on target, and Newcastle United had 4 shots with 3 on target, with 0.59 expected goals for Arsenal and 0.30 for Newcastle United. In the first half, Arsenal actually dominated the first half. They were very dominant in the first half. They had some couple of chances with Trossard hitting the bar. Eze's chance was saved by Pope, and we all know in football, if you don't take your chance, you get punished. In the 34th minute, Nick Watermaid converted his chance. It was a corner kick, and he scored a very, very good one. Credit to him, because community in Newcastle United said they've just lost Isak, and trying to step up is never easy. But massive credit to Nick Watermaid. And again, like I said, in football, if you don't take your chance, you get punished. Despite Arsenal dominating that first half, Newcastle United took their chance when it came. We can't talk about the first half without mentioning the penalty incident for Arsenal. Now, if you ask me honestly, that's a clear penalty. I didn't understand why they were checking it like over and over. It's a very clear penalty. But we all know in the Premier League, they are never consistent. It's either the ref is not consistent or VAR as well is not consistent. But if you ask me, that's a clear penalty, and Arsenal should have had the first goal in this game. But hey, it's the Premier League, as you all know. The first half ended with 1 goal for Newcastle United and 0 for Arsenal. And you know, in the second half, Arsenal had to dig deep. In the second half, Arsenal actually dominated Newcastle. Like, it was total dominance, because Newcastle United were finding it difficult to play out. They couldn't create much. Arsenal was actually dominating the ball, pinning them at the back. And basically, Arsenal was just suffocating them in that second half. In the second half, Mikel Arteta made 5 changes. Trossard, Bukayo Saka, Mosquera, Califuori, and Zubimendi. Now, when he made those changes, I'll be very honest with you, I was very critical of him for taking out Bukayo Saka, because irrespective of a top player like that not having a very good game, yes, they were double marking Bukayo Saka, but you believe these are the kind of guys that can change the game in the split of a second. But hey, at the end of the day, those substitutions actually paid off. That's if Bukayo Saka was not injured. If Bukayo Saka was fit, I just thought he would have left him on the pitch. But I guess he's just trying to protect him since he's just coming back from injury. And also the game was a bit very, very tense and very physical. But credit to Mikel Arteta and his changes in that second half. In the 84th minute, Mikel Merino scored to level the game for Arsenal. It was 1-1, and you could say that was like a super sub. We all know last season Mikel Merino scored a lot of goals for Arsenal. Not basically a lot, but at least I think he scored like 6. But in this game, the substitution actually paid off, because Mikel Merino, he got that chance and he converted it. It was a very, very good header. And he just crazied by the easy saves. You expect Pope to make those ones, and the difficult ones were the one actually Pope was saving. But hey, credit to Mikel Merino for scoring that goal. And in the stoppage time of extra time, Gabriel Mangalas gave Arsenal the lead. Now, I understand most people like to criticize Arsenal for always taking advantage of set piece and corner kicks. You see them always celebrating. They look very happy whenever they get this set piece and corner kick. But honestly, if you ask me, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. They're actually good at it. And sometimes you need to capitalize on this, especially against low block teams that you can't really break them through the middle. And today, it actually paid off for them. The set piece paid off. It was a set piece for Mikel Merino. Like, it was the corner. I think they crossed the ball to, they passed the ball to Declan Rice, and Declan Rice crossed the ball inside the box, and it paid off. And it was the corner kick, and Gabriel was inside the box. You know, he's very dominant, and it paid off. I honestly don't have any issue or any problem with Arsenal scoring corner kick or set piece, because they are good at it. And what do you expect them to do? They have to take advantage of everything. In this league, you need to be dominant in every aspect. That's how I see it right now. The game ended with a total of 20 shots to Arsenal and 7 on target, and 8 shots to Newcastle United with 3 on target. With Arsenal having 2.05 expected goals and Newcastle United having 0.49 expected goals, help me define domination, because Arsenal actually dominated this game. You could say from the first half to the second half, Arsenal were very dominant. Yet, yes, Newcastle United had a couple of moments in the first half, but in the second half, you could say Arsenal were far the better team. They dominated all through the second half. Currently, Arsenal sit in second with 30 points, which is just 2 points behind Liverpool, who are first with 15 points. Next week game against West Ham will be very crucial for Arsenal. Arsenal will be playing West Ham at the Emirates, and Liverpool will be playing Chelsea in Stamford Bridge. It's a must-win game for Arsenal. Next week against West Ham is a must-win game for Arsenal, because this could be an opportunity for them to go top of the league before the international break. See you guys in my next video. Please do not forget to like and do not forget to subscribe. Thank you very much.